Hey there. So, I'm trying to make these videos to share a little information and to learn how. And learning is a learning experience. And well, I made a few mistakes in this last video. What did I learn? I learned that you should check your memory cards and make sure they're not full. I learned that. I learned check your camera shots and make sure the handlebar of the bicycle doesn't get in front of the camera. Yeah, I learned that. So anyway, this is most definitely not the best video in the world, but watch it anyway because you just might find out some information you didn't know. I know I did. All right, watch the video. Okay, let's do this. So first thing I want to mention is just that, my hat is off to anyone who is a content creator and has a full-time job and takes care of a family and still puts out information and puts out videos on a regular basis. My hat's off to you because, it takes time to do this and it seems like I never have time. All right, anyway, I digress. So I have already cleaned the crank arms on my bike and I'm getting prepared to put the watt meter on. And so here we have our Powerbeat watt meter, game changer. So there are several things. There's a video online that explains how to put this on, and of course you should watch that. That is absolutely what you should be watching. I'm just kind of going through this and I'm going to talk about the problems and issues I have while doing it. So first thing to keep in mind, we are not in a hurry. There's only one time when you need to be quick about doing this, and that is when you're actually gluing the device. So all right, and quick means 10 minutes. So anyway, here we have our watt meter, and basically what I need to do is prepare my crank. That's going to be the first thing we need to do. We're going to prepare the crank by using our guides and sandpaper and some water to wet the sandpaper, which I have right over here. We're going to mark this, and you got to be careful about getting debris. Trying to get this up here and hold it and mark it is actually easier said than done. Okay, so let's mark it again. So what I'm going to do to give myself a more stable surface to work on, I'm going to take a little Velcro and I'm going to strap the Velcro on here. Help keep it stable when I'm trying to sand. There we go. There, that's much better. That's much better. They give you a couple pieces of sandpaper here. It's a very fine sandpaper, 3M sandpaper. I'm not sure what the grit is. All right, so now I need to put on these little guides. This is a little bit different than the guides they show in their video. The guides in their videos got little notches in here for you to line up on. So this does not have that, and is smaller than the lines. It's substantially smaller, about 3 or 4 millimeters smaller than the lines that I have put on here. Interesting. Okay, so let me try to take this off. Wow, this is on here pretty good. There we go. And try to get this. Okay, so line this up. Okay. That seems to be center on the crank. We'll see. All right. So I'm going to get some more tape, and I'm going to run some tape on here so I don't accidentally scratch my crank arm where I don't want to scratch it. There's no markings on this for left or right or anything of that nature, so We'll see how well I do here. Turn my bike around, and now it's time to do the other one. So this is my left crank, and then mark this guy. Mark the center first. And the back and the front. You can see, again with this one here, right, where the markings are is substantially larger than the area that I'm sanding. And there's no mark on this the way there is in the video. So that's not so good. All right, anyway, so let's see about putting this on here. Okay, so now we want to get this centered on these marks. And centered on the crank arm. There we go, I think. Okay, so I'm going to again add tape on here to protect so I don't scratch where I don't want to scratch. Put a little tape on here for a little added protection. Okay, it's got a better edge. There we go. And there we go. All right. So we'll just wet on the sandpaper and see about sanding this piece. See the peeling up here on the back side a little bit. Wipe this off a little bit. How's that? It's not bad, but it's basically wore down that whole guide and just wore it away. Okay, so let's take this off, see how it went. The guide kind of wore away on the edges. So this one ended up being bigger than what originally was expected. It'll work. It'll work. It's aluminum. Okay, so now comes the gluing part. So the gluing part is where time is important. So we are going to slide these things on. These are the bands that, it's got to get around my cadence sensor back there. These are the bands that provide the pressure for the glue. So this is going to go on here like so. and then you hold this down. Now this keeps turning on me, so I've got to come up with something. And then we put these on here like so. And then get them parallel, and it will hold. Then you hold this for 10 seconds and you wait 24 hours. Okay, so I need to put Velcro back on here so it's not moving around on me or something. I've got 10 minutes to get this one on, flip it around, and get this one on after I cut that glue open. So this is really annoying. Okay, let me think about that. Let me get some hot water and start heating up the glue. I need to wipe down this with an alcohol swab and then let it dry. I need to do the other side as well. Okay, so we are heating up the glue now, and then comes the crunch time. So we get everything ready while it's heating up. I'm supposed to wipe these one more time, so I've got 2 more alcohol strips. I need to wipe this one time, wipe this one time, and then get it on, get it in place, get the straps on it, switch the bike around, get the other one on within 10 minutes. I think I can. See about kneading this. We will open up our swab here, 1 swipe. Okay, and then 1 swipe. Now we have 10 minutes from this point when I cut this. So let's get all the epoxy down to one side here. There we go. And we are going to cut the epoxy. There we go, 10 minutes. And I want to rub this on here. Cover the entire sensor. All right, so now we're going to put this, line it up there in the center. Move this here, move that there, get them in the center. And make sure this is centered as best as I can. Okay, now push down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we give it 1 wipe. 1 wipe. And 1 wipe. Okay, now let's get the glue in place. Sorry, the epoxy. I don't mean to disparage it. And let's get it down here. So there we go. Now this needs to line up with the line there. Get it in the center, hold it down, move these guys over into place, hold the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we did it in under 10 minutes. Was this process easy? No. Was it difficult? No. But you only get 1 shot. What'd I just say? If you did this 3-4 times, you'd probably get really good at it. But you only get 1 shot. Okay, so anything we're doing is worth doing twice. I went to do my calibration, and well, one of the sensors just popped off, and then I put a little pressure on the other sensor and it popped off. So either I didn't sand well enough or I didn't glue well enough, but I didn't do something well enough. I have contacted Wattteam. They are going to send me a new glue kit, so we'll see what arrives with that, and well, we'll just do it again. Stand by for part 2.